But first, for many of us, including myself, dogs are not just pets. They are part of our family. And when an Albuquerque woman left her 3 dogs with someone from a well-reviewed pet sitting company, she never expected to come home to such awful heartbreak. Our Joy Wang has her warning to other pet owners tonight. Joy.
Well, Tessa, Patricia Thomas used the mobile app WAG for months to find dog walkers. Then she trusted one of the highly reviewed walkers to dog sit her 3 pets at her home. But then she got a text she'll never forget.
Gemma, do you want to say anything about Rascal? Do you miss your Rascal? Do you remember when Rascal pulled your tail? Oh no, you pulled his tail.
Things in this pack haven't been the same.
Rascal, you sure are a good boy.
Since Patricia Thomas and her dogs, Sage and Gemma, lost their Rascal.
Well, he was one of my kids. I don't have human kids, so I have my dogs, and he was a pain in the butt.
9-year-old Rascal was a little high maintenance. The Bichon Frise was diabetic and had Cushing's disease. After the right medication, his health seemed to be improving. When Thomas went to visit the East Coast, she used WAG to find herself a dog sitter with great reviews.
I actually asked the dog sitter to come beforehand to meet the dogs and go over the instructions with her because one of the dogs did require insulin shots and some oral medications.
But days into her trip, Thomas got a text from the sitter saying Rascal was sick.
I asked her to take him to the vet across the street. She failed to do so, and the next day he passed away.
When Thomas got back, she realized there was even more the sitter didn't do.
I also had a fresh pack of 10 needles in the cupboard for her to use while I was gone, and they were still there when I got back.
You saw on the camera that instead of taking your dog to the vet, she dyed her hair.
Her hair had turned purple, so she had to have been, doing that kind of thing instead of tending to my dog.
But what's even more frustrating is Thomas says she never got confirmation from WAG that what happened to Rascal wouldn't happen to someone else's pet.
It's hard for me to look at pictures of him and stuff because I feel guilty. I feel guilty for leaving him with improper care, which I thought was going to be sufficient, but it wasn't.
We reached out to WAG and got a statement saying the sitter has been removed from their platform. WAG walkers have to pass a background check and complete a test involving safety topics. The app didn't charge Thomas for the dog sitting and paid for Rascal's cremation, as well as made a donation in his name to a local rescue. We have the app's full statement at KOB.com. Tessa.